Achieving consistency is one hell of a feat, and the chances that you've locked that down is pretty low. As a matter of fact, I haven't locked it down. But the difference between you and me is that I've tried so many times and I've failed so many times that it's kind of sad, but it's somehow looped around and come back to become good again, right? Because I've gained all these lessons and experiences with trying to be consistent that I have a take or two that you probably haven't really considered deeply enough. It's it How'd I put this? Like being consistent in art, it's very lonely. It's only you versus yourself. You're trying to be disciplined and motivated and hardworking, and it gets lonely because you're comparing yourself to you. But when you add someone else to that equation, when you have a bond with someone who's just as delusional in chasing their dreams, their goals, you find yourself start competing with them and like going the extra mile, doing the most, trying to work harder, and you really get into a different gear that you wouldn't have. So having a rival and having that rivalry compounding with all the other stuff that's needed to be consistent, because being consistency even with art, it's a multifaceted approach. You gotta like remove distractions, reverse that TikTok brain rot that's messing us up, and you add a rivalry into that. You realize that you can hit the ball running. Is that a phrase? You can, yeah. You get work done that way, and you can go for longer. And I've noticed that. So that's really what I'm gonna be exploring more deeply. The idea of having rivals and just really a strong bond with someone who's just as dedicated as you. A lot of shows have rivalry as a theme in them, but there's one that really stands out to me and epitomizes what a rivalry should be in regards to art, and that has to be FMA Brotherhood. Uh, it's a show came out like early 2010s, and it follows like two brothers just trying to achieve a goal, working together, and they've gone through a lot of tragic stuff in the past, and just trying to right their wrongs, and you follow them on that and on that journey, and it really shows you how important it is to have people doing something crazy as like art, because there really is no set destination in regards to art, right? There's no guarantee that anything will come out of this. So if you're delusional and you're working by yourself, you really lose hope fast. But if there's someone else just as delusional, you can keep tabs on each other and keep each other going when times are down. So that's really the important part of the rivalry, where you keep tabs on each other, keep each other motivated, and there's also this kind of sparring, this jab for jab that goes on, where you don't want to lag behind, you want to keep up, you want to push past them, and you want them to do the same. So that's kind of one of the sick things that I've noticed in the show, and I've seen a reflection of it on my life and on my rival. And it wouldn't really make any sense. I'm talking about rival without introducing my rival, my G Khippy, and just showing you a little clip of us talking about random stuff like what we do all the time. Who
I love
develop
OBS.
who developed OBS needs to be charged for treason, crime against humanity. Yeah, but yeah,
Dang.
but let me just give a quick like preamble. Is that the word? I just learned. I don't
Mm,
read, so I just grab words off the internet. But yeah, I was thinking.
dang.
Yeah, I would like to hear like your input on like how rivalries like help you like push harder, and like work better for consistency. That makes sense.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Mm. Wait, so you asking about rivalry on like the YouTube aspect or the art aspect?
bro. You can generalize it as best you want. It's not necessarily YouTube, just in general. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, for one thing, it really does help you stay consistent. And with rivalry, it's kind of like a deadline. Well, I see our rivalry. For me, it's kind of like a deadline. So if I realize that if you've made two videos before I've dropped another video, then something's very wrong. And a lot of the times, if I see you drop a video and like I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks, I make the video the same time after you posted your video.
Oh, so it's kind of like it pushes it. Oh yeah, it's my time now. Too much time passed.
Yeah, it's my time. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. You waiting on me, and you're still somehow still catching up to me, and you're waiting on me to post. That's kind of
Dang.
that's kind of hacks. I don't know how you do it. Yeah, yeah,
Dang.
that's a good point. You have anything else you want to say? Like, you can't just talk. I don't know. I'm gonna cut it.
Well, I don't mean, to be honest, I feel like it's something that everybody should have, right? In every space, because like I feel like competition makes you more innovative, right? If you see someone doing this and they try something new, you're gonna be like, okay, I need to try something new, and so I can one up that person. But it's like a friendly rivalry in a certain way.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. It took a lot. It was a process to find a good rival, right? It's not gonna drop out of the sky, especially someone as crazy as you, or as crazy as my guy Khippy, right? So it's a step-by-step process, and I started first on like Instagram, where I would just this was all in my head, by the way. I'm a low-key lunatic, where I would be looking at people who create really brilliant art that I would consider like close to my skill level, and I would just be having a whole competition with them in my mind. Like, they wouldn't know, I wouldn't comment or interact with their post or anything. I would just be like watching what they do and trying to one up them in my own way, and fail a lot of times. But that's how I started building that idea of rivalry, until I had the guts to interact with the person, DM them, stuff like that, until I'm at a space now where I have art friends who reach out to me, ask me what I'm working on, stuff like that, keep tabs on me, and I keep tabs on them, like my G Khippy, who will legit shoot me a text and be like, yo, get to work, and I'll do the same for him. So it's quite a process, and it's rewarding as hell to have that competitiveness in your journey. So yeah, that's that video. Peace.